Sup traders, Friday afternoon position update. Let's go take a look at it. So my main position, my biggest position is long Bitcoin, continuation to all-time highs. Um, Couple things that I'm looking at, but I mean the main thing is this is playing out to be a deviation, the move under, and we're halfway there. It just seems likely at this point. It doesn't need to be in a straight line, but it might be. So outside of the charts, the funding rate has been low and even negative on aggregate on this move up, which tells me that most traders are positioned to the short side. Okay, so that makes me want to be long Bitcoin. Again, we look here, funding went negative at the high here. Funding is negative on Binance, BitGet, and BingX. And if I just look on Twitter and Discord, everybody's shorting this thing. So I retweeted this one. Yeah, I see a lot of people shorting like this. In my free Discord, I'm seeing the same setup. I've seen people calling for higher prices, but I haven't seen a single breakout long. People don't tend to buy these big green candles. I will, but most people won't. And the question is, okay, I either need a good setup, entry, or I need wide stops. And really the way it ends up working out for me is wide stops. Now, Bitcoin's my main position. We see Bitcoin dominance is on a run. We see ETH BTC going down. Why is this happening potentially? Um, well, there's two. There's a couple. Trump is keynote of the Bitcoin conference, which is at the end of the month, and they're saying he might push for Bitcoin to be a reserve currency, which might happen. The other is um, there was like a internet outage, which shut down a bunch of shit. Which anytime there's problem with centralized things, Bitcoin rallies. So I do have a little ETH long too. Say a little, it's not really little, but I'm less stoked on it for a number of reasons. The first reason is we didn't pump as much, and this move on ETH could be a deviation. So I want to get out of it if we start coming back in here very far. Um, because then this could maybe send us all the way back to here. So I don't really want my stop. I would like to see us come down here and then buy again. Another thing for the funding on ETH, it's not as bullish as for Bitcoin. There's some negative shorting coming in, but it hasn't been as much for Bitcoin. And the reason is that traders have been positioning long for this ETH ETF for so long. You can see it's so my ETH position is not as big as my Bitcoin position, but I took one. Mostly it's FOMO insurance because in case ETH PTC has a pump, it's not really the best trade. And I'm hedged with a couple shorts. Let's take a look at those. So the first one is DAR, and the second one is Zcash. So DAR, this is what DAR looks like on the daily. Had huge insane volume come in, pump, and then it's failed at this high. So from a chart perspective, we see this whole huge move up was 3 moves. We had one move, shallow pullback, Second move, a little bit of a steeper pullback, and then the third move, the whole pump retraced. So it's likely to come down here, if not even down here. We might push up higher. So I have a stop. My stop's right up there. I always like to look for narrative and catalyst, and I like to look at the funding. So if we look at the funding for DAR, which is Mines of Delarnia, which is a game. I couldn't find a really good reason for why price had pumped, but it's positive. So no red flag here. And yeah, I mean, this is a great candidate because again, it's the third wave. I don't do Elliott waves, but let's take a look. Um, where's Elliott wave? I can tell you I really don't do this. Okay, so from the low, start from here. This fits all the rules, right? This 4 cannot come back into 1. That's one of the main ones. So let's see. Let's look at what the fib says. Really shallow pullback on the first one. Oops. Second one, almost to 50%. So I do also realize that at any moment, because these pumps happen on the 1 minute, there could be some ridiculous pump that comes in out of nowhere. Um, but it looks prime, and the market's in a place where it's possible, like it's been hot for a while, and we haven't seen shorts work very well yet, but they might start. Then the other one is, yeah, so I also like to look for, news, and there's not that much, but what I do see, another thing I saw is it's number 40 in volume, but only number 200 in market cap, 300 in market cap. So that's a sign. I don't know, it looks kind of a cool game, but does it need to be worth $100 million? Trading volume was $169 million. So I took it. Now the other one is Zcash, which is set up similar. So we hit our first speed bump on this high, we cleared it, and we have our second speed bump here. Retest, retest, and possibly breaking down. We came all the way up and took this. So, which is probably a good place for this stop, honestly. So where are we going? Same thing, always need to check the funding rate if it's negative. So I had to wait because it was positive for a while. It's okay, it's positive across the board, we can take it. Where are we aiming? We can aim for, um, here would be the first target, maybe here. I mean, I'm looking on the daily, and I'm looking at this order block right here, perhaps. So yeah, maybe under this low. I'm not looking for price to come all the way back. Not that it can't do that. It's just not only is it unlikely, but it would take probably a very long time. And I don't want to be in the trade for months. So that's the short there. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the market. But yeah, I mean, we see locally Bitcoin is strong. Locally, my shorts are weak, so it's working for now. Solana's another interesting one. I need to start trading this one long. It's been really leading the market. It was leading the market last night. Yeah, I want to start trading Solana. Maybe when we break this, I'll get into Solana long. It does seem to me that we probably will actually make new all-time highs. It won't necessarily happen, but I believe it a little bit more now than I did. Even when price was higher, I didn't think it would happen, but maybe I'm getting fooled into it now. Let's take a look at some of the other alts, but these were really the only two strong candidates for shorts that I liked. And yeah, I like how it's going. Really, I jammed huge on Bitcoin. I wish I was even fucking bigger and didn't have the ETH maybe, and I could change it, but I'm okay with sticking with it for now. It's just been so strong. It seems so unlikely to not hit an all-time high now. Whether it holds it or not, who knows, but it seems super unlikely, and I want to continue to participate in it. So let's go take a look at a couple other altcoins. I gotta go here soon. I'm picking up a friend. Solana strong. Now, if we look at the total market, kind of in consolidation. Now, others to me don't have a breakout, right? So this is a place where we possibly could dump from. I like that others on the 1 hour is green, but my two alts that I'm short are red. So let's see. Ohm is one that I've been interested in shorting. It's not set up quite right, and also more importantly, um, the funding isn't right. Where is it? Is negative across the board, so just as a general rule, we cannot touch it. XLM is also shortable, but I'm already in some stuff, and it is negative on one of the exchanges. But XLM is also shortable for the same reason. It didn't have as crazy a run up, which maybe makes it not as good. Because you want like insanity for a good short, for the best short. Um, Popcat, new all-time high. Wow. Aave's another one that's shortable, but it looks like it found a support here. It's not really moving, and it wasn't that insane a move up, so leaving it alone. XRP never set up right. Maker didn't set up right either. BNX could maybe set up if it loses the all-time high, but for now we leave it alone. Um, Pepe, ETH5, okay. Pixel, Andy. I'm looking for insane blow off top price action, which none of these are showing. Oh, Monk's not there yet, but is coming up. Yeah, okay. Arb is interesting. And Shib, Boom, Party, W, Rose, TYDX, Inch, CRB. Okay. Okay, so I mean, I'm doing what I can with what I have. Again, Bitcoin is the main long. It's looking really strong. It's created a little bull flag on the lower time frame. And I know a lot of people short stops are right here, and they might be getting nervous. It's reluctant to go down. ETH is not nearly as strong. Um, yeah, I have these positions which are supposed to be a hedge. It doesn't always work out that way though. There's a lot of the time where it doesn't work. But I'm gonna put my stop right there. Take risk off. Possible the shorts are just bad and I don't know, but I like it. It's possible for both to win, which would be which would be great if that happens, but that's where we at. Let's go. See what happens.